So
Yes.
I've learned something.
See?
And
And it's right there on the cover. All the proceeds will go to charity.
well, there
And
you
how
go.
did you
I
come up
didn't
with this
read.
title, Keeping It Real?
So Alexia thinks Alexia really,
Alexia thinks the book
I
is
want to
about
give the
her.
real.
Alexia thinks that the Real Housewives invented the word real. But the truth
We
is,
kinda did.
the truth is, I had a guy help me, and his name was David, and he's a professor, and he helped me with putting the book together. He didn't write any of
And
the
he
book.
watched the show.
Right. No, he definitely doesn't watch the show. But he had the job, like, we're going to keep it real on real estate. So I liked it because it did line up with the show and everything, but Keeping It Real is a catchy name, so that's how we came up
I
with
like
it.
that. I didn't
We
even
like it.
pick up on that
I
either.
did. Of course.
Alexia does all the time, but the guy who really thought of the name wasn't
I
me.
thought it was cute.
And I'm
I
gonna
think
tell
it's
you
a
this.
great title.
The best part is the right answers to all your real estate questions. That came from Marisol.
That was Marisol.
Because Marisol's got one-liners like you wouldn't believe.
She does.
She does
We were at
have her
Cipriani's having
one-liners.
dinner,
Yeah.
and he was like, "Oh, I'm coming up with, I'm writing a book, and this is what I'm writing about, and I just need like a good title." And we kid
Right.
around about the real, but it worked. But then she said exactly that. How to ask the right questions.
Leave it
So
to
Marisol's
Marisol.
on the cover.
Leave it to Marisol.
Thank you,
Does
Marisol.
Marisol know she's on the cover?
She actually does, yes.
Oh,
Yeah,
Right.
she promotes it a lot. Yesterday she was coming back from
That's
we
right.
were coming back from Atlanta, and she was like going around to the passengers. Have you bought Todd
Really?
Nepola's book? I was like, stop kissing his ass.
See, I mean, that
trying to raise
PR
money for
background
charity.
is still
Yeah.
there for her.
Yes.
I mean, I can't wait to see Marisol in the new season. The trailer looks great. I do think it's a lot about Lisa. Do you guys, ever run into Lenny and or his girlfriend, Katerina? I mean, Miami's not that big a place.
No, I mean I haven't since this all happened. I haven't.
No, we haven't.
What would you say if you did?
At this point, I don't even know if I would say hello to him or not. I mean, it's not like he was so friendly. Anyways, he's not like a very friendly guy.
He was always
I
very
would
nice to me.
feel.
My
He was nice to me
right,
too.
My
honestly.
relationship to Lenny, he was a nice guy. He was at my birthday party last year,
Mm-hmm.
last November, and we sat there and talked for
Yeah.
half an hour. We
Last
had dinner
year,
together.
he
So
just celebrated
he's always
his-
been nice and generous and kind.
Same.
So
The truth is, I
I'll
say the
stay out of
same
a
thing
divorce.
about Lenny,
Yeah. If I
and I
see him,
like
I
to
have no
stay
problem
out
with that.
as well.
Yeah.
I would like to see him alone versus with the new girlfriend. That I don't care for. That would piss me off. I'm not gonna lie. But if
Right.
I
Just-
were
just
if I were to
anytime.
see him alone, I would probably say hello to him and maybe even say I was disappointed in him, because I always spoke to Lenny and like you said, we always liked Lenny and Lisa, and I liked him individually and I liked her, and I want to continue that, and hopefully they will figure it
we
out.
both says that. Hopefully,
They will
once the
fig-
divorce is settled, I honestly think that they're both great people. They'll become civil and get along, and it'll all work out. It's just very hard when
That's what I
everything
hope
is
for
in the
them.
public eye, and they have all this fancy stuff to split up, and they're going to kill each
Yeah,
other
when there's
until the
money
judge
involved.
signs off. When the judge signs off, and now it's time to really move forward, they could start to mend their ways.
You do.
I think
You
they
think in the future?
I
you
think
could
so.
see
You
that.
listen, I've had
I
other
do.
couples that have had horrible divorces. Horrible. And they said, "Oh, I'm never speaking to him again." And guess what? They're like best friends and going out again, like not romantically, but like as friends with other friends. It just takes a while to get there.
And I think Lisa's so kind. Like she's the easier going one of the two for sure. So it's not two stubborn people. I think that Lisa's pretty easy, and she would be okay. And I think they'll be fine.
How is she? Look, you read all these headlines that she goes to buy diapers. I mean, this is a headline. You saw it. Like, she can't buy diapers for her kids, or, I mean, you're laughing.
No, I mean, obviously, like, nobody's going to believe that because, she does, make her own money and she's a good mom. So she's never going to not buy diapers for Elle. So that I don't believe. Like, who's writing them? I don't know why they're writing them. I don't know. I think it's kind of silly because, A, nobody believes it. And not only because she doesn't have the money, but because no mother would allow their child not to have diapers or have food. So I just thought it was a little bit ridiculous. And that's what happens. You know what I mean? It starts getting into like stupidness. It starts getting like really petty, really stupid. And, you lose the thought of the real thing behind it, and that your kids are going to,
I
are
just
going
wonder
through
where a
this
lot
and
of these
seeing
facts
this.
come from, because in the state of Florida, in family court, nothing is allowed to be revealed to anyone other than the lawyers that are listed. So when all these journals write about all these things that were said in the court papers,
True.
I would like to know who got that, because you and I don't have access to it, neither
It's
do
family
regular
law.
lawyers. Only the lawyers and the judge. So a lot of the things we read about and hear about, it's a lot of bullshit. We know that.
It is, yeah. Yeah, the children should be protected and they shouldn't really be able or allow, for these things to come out.
Yeah, and these are great
they're
kids.
probably not even
I mean,
true.
they're so beautiful and sweet.
What about the fact that, now it's rumored Lenny wants to, which, I mean, I get it. I mean, I'm from a there's a lot of divorce in my family, so I totally
No, I mean,
understand
it's
how
something
it
like
works.
we've all been exposed to. It's not
We
the
all
first.
get over it.
Right.
What about the fact that like Lenny is rumored to now? Not rumored. I mean, I guess he is like he wants to know her salary from NBC.
I want to know her salary too.
I was.
I
Gonna
think
say
it's going to
people-
cause a big commotion in the housewife world if her salary is revealed.
How so? Because I mean, I agree with you.
Well, I mean, I think that that's just part of the law. That, there's a full disclosure. The same way that Lenny Hochstein has to reveal his salary, Lisa Hochstein will have to reveal her salary. And that's just a fair game.
That's
I mean, it's
right.
called disclosure.
Yeah, I mean, I know Bravo fans and the Bravo world wants to keep it secret, but he would like to keep his business secret. So I mean,
No, this is a fair game.
Yeah.
This is like, this is the same for both.
And why do you think it's going to be a big commotion in the housewife world?
I was being funny, but it is. It kind of is, because everybody's going to be like, wait, how many seasons have you been on? Oh, you get paid this. Oh, how come I get paid that? So, yeah. So, thank you, Lenny.
Right? I mean, not to give. I mean, I would think so too.
No, it's fair. I mean, what they're doing, obviously, it's not something, it's fair. I mean, it's disclosure. They both have to disclose their salaries.
How is Lisa doing? I mean, I imagine you speak to her now that the season's
Lisa's
back.
good. I saw her at Todd's birthday.
Yeah.
She came. And she's just, she's always happy, and I love that about her. And I
never
always tell
seen Lisa
her,
not smile.
don't let anybody take away that smile and that happiness and just like that, that wittiness, and I just like her who she is, her essence. This is like who Lisa is.
But she loves Alexia, and she's always telling me too. She's like, I love Alexia. She gives me the best advice, because Alexia will give you advice whether you want it or not. You're going to get it. It's usually good. We usually don't want to hear it at the time, but it's usually good. But Lisa looks to her as like, a sounding board, because she's been through all this
I
stuff.
always
You
told
give
her,
good
you
advice.
can also, sometimes you have to be careful, because if the person is not willing and ready to take it, they're gonna either fight you on it or think that, you're being rude or whatever it may be. But I feel like, I've earned it, because I've been her friend for so many years, and we've gone through so many moments together, that she knows that I really care for her, and she can trust me, and that I love her, and I have the best intentions for her and her family.
And they were friends. Even when there was no filming, we were still seeing them, and she was seeing Lisa.
I've always loved. I mean, we'll bicker about stupidity about that. Oh, because you wanted the biggest room. I mean, okay, sisters do that too. You're right. We fight about our rooms.
I just did that with Peter and Frank in Atlanta. They got a bigger room than us.
Yeah.
There was just no
We're
cameras.
like, wait, we
Wait
were
a
supposed to
second.
get that bigger room. But that's what I'm saying. That's like silly stuff. But like the real things in life, she knows that she can count on me. And I will be there for her unconditionally, because I am that friend. And, just the silly things, that's like, I don't even count that as a fight, honestly.
No, and you do give good. Listen, if I needed advice, I would come to you. How did you feel about who she also turned to for advice? We see in the trailer she turned to Leah Black.
I was surprised myself that she did turn to Leah Black.